back to SA Sports Show. I love volleyball.
Yeah,
absolutely love it.
I tried it once.
And I'm rapt that we're talking about it because we're talking about a brand new Australian Volleyball Super League.
Yeah, I think it's overdue.
Yeah, did you ever play it at school?
Oh, yeah, I tried.
Oh, I loved it.
No.
But I was only very average. I'll tell you, we've got a couple of fantastic guests here that we probably should talk to volleyball about, and that's to Ryan Scutter and Mikayla Stewart. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, well, volleyball, it's just, this new league's so exciting. Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, so this new Super League, it's sort of a shortened version of the game than that's what's normally played, especially in the Olympics. So think of what T20 did for cricket.
Yep.
We're sort of trying to do that with volleyball and shorten it, sort of bring it to the masses a little bit more and make it a bit more advertisable, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's an interesting concept. So it's not going to be like your normal volleyball game. This is a shortened version.
Yeah, so we've got the introduction of some power plays as well. So obviously volleyball, normally it's just you win a point every time the rally finishes, but now each team has two or three power plays they can use throughout the whole game, and that means that you can nominate a point where it can be worth 2 points if you win it.
Oh, right.
A bit like the 9 points when you kick out.
That's right.
Fantastic idea. And so, what's your background? Obviously, played volleyball most of your life, and played with South Australia, etc.
Yeah, so I only started volleyball to get into Brighton High School. Funnily enough, I was out of the zone and I decided to join up to try and get in with all my mates that went. And I was playing lacrosse at the time, and then got to a stage where I had to pick between one of the two. And I think luckily enough I picked all right, and it's gone pretty wayward from there, but it's been good.
Isn't that brilliant?
What about you, Mikayla?
I went to Brighton Secondary as well, year below Ryan. And same thing, I started volleyball actually in the lead up to getting into high school, knowing that I'd be playing volleyball at school in the special interest volleyball program at Brighton. And then it just kind of explodes from there. You just get so many opportunities through so much touch time at school, and then state, and then SASS, and then club.
Yeah.
It just explodes, and you do have to pick by that time. So picked volleyball and ran with it.
So explain to me then the league then now. With it's the Pelligra, isn't it? Is that how we pronounce that?
Yeah. So Pelligra is our naming rights partner.
Explain to me what's going on here, because this is a whole new league. We know now it's a shortened version. Who do we play against? I know we've got a home game on the 27th of August.
Yeah, so it's our first away game this round. We're going to Victoria.
That's what I need to know, yeah?
Yeah, and we just play all the other states minus Tasmania. It's,
and how do we rate? How would we South Australia rate it in the national scheme of things?
Well, last year the boys did really well.
Yeah, last year we came second. We only just got beaten by Canberra.
Wow.
In a very tight match that's not a fun one to remember. But the girls did quite well as well, making it to finals.
I do want you to remember. So what happened?
So we took Canberra to 5 sets, and we were up 13-10, I think, in the fifth set, and then they came back and won 15-13.
No.
Definitely a bad beat, and it stung pretty bad. But
so that close to being national champion.
Yeah, exactly, and that's all the boys are back for round 2, so we're ready to go that one step further.
It just drives you, doesn't it, really? If you lose a game like that, it doesn't go away. I mean, it's always going to be there. The mates you played with. Remember that game we got knocked off? It just stays there.
Yeah, I'm not talking about it.
But you do get a chance. Don't you? You do get a chance of redemption.
Absolutely.
And it does drive you.
Yeah, definitely. I think the reason that most of us came back this year was because we know we can do it. And last year coming second was the highest the men have placed. Yeah. So I think getting to that point where we're just too far away, it was painful. But like I said, we're ready to do it again and go harder and go that one step further this time.
Yeah. Now I know the first home game is in August, the 27th. Where are we playing? Where do we play these games, and tickets and all that sort of thing? Explain all that to me.
We'll be at Lights View, the Lights, up north. Ticketing, you can just pay at the door, come in and pay at the door. The stands will be out, there'll be heaps of room for the crowd. Last year it was awesome. We played at the Lights as well for our home games, and the crowd's just exceptional. Like there's definitely that home game advantage that you get playing at home. Yeah,
because it is such a big sport in South Australia. I mean, we've got so many schools that offer scholarships and through a volleyball program. So when you're looking at crowds and support and the growth of volleyball in South Australia, it's always there, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really good to come down and watch as well, because there's such a high level of volleyball in South Australia. Ex-volleyballers, current volleyballers, people that have played overseas professionally, you name it, it's all there. And for I think it's $10 at the door, you get to come in and watch the highest level of indoor sport. Volleyball, you can.
And how many Australian players would we have in South Australia's teams, both the men?
Probably close to 5 each.
Yeah, close to 5 each. Yeah,
we forget about how successful we are in volleyball in this state, and we know how popular it is, of course. And
this is probably a long time coming, this Super League, really, when you think about the popularity of the sport.
Yeah, it's an exciting change. Yeah, it's great to make it more accessible as well, and hopefully easy to watch. It will be really exciting to see what comes of it this year.
Because it's a great game. So it's a great game to watch. When we see it at the Olympics. We all love watching the volleyball, the Olympics. So now I suppose to sharpen the game up with some of the power points and things like that, it just makes it really exciting.
Yeah.
And you picked up SBS?
Yeah.
For our last game for the round, I think it's we get televised on SBS, which is a huge step forward for volleyball.
That's a massive step.
We're really excited about it.
Yeah. And the crowds would be excited about it as well, I would think. No problem at all. Where do we play, did you say? The Lights?
Yes, the Lights View.
Where's that?
In Lights View, the suburb.
Oh, that's a new suburb.
Yes,
a suburb I don't know. And I live in.
It's far north, but...
Barry only knows Rosewater and Alberton.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Here we go. No, I know Pennington as well.
Oh, Pennington, anything down Port Adelaide, that's where Barry knows.
I've not lived in Port Adelaide for 40 years.
We are playing one round at the 36ers arena as well. So 2 rounds at the Lights, 1 round at the 36ers arena.
I like it. I'm impressed.
And what about Australian commitments? Obviously that's going to be very important, for both of you guys, for this year and next year. How's that sort of situated with, and how the league's actually going to be running?
In terms of Australian players?
Just timing as well, yeah. Yeah,
there is a little bit of a clash. We've got an Australian tour, so the Australian players will be playing for some of the rounds of the ABSL season, but I guess all teams have to battle it as well, and it's a great opportunity for the Australian players to play in the Asian Champs as well, so that's something that we have to balance too.
Yeah. So how many states have we got involved? We all in it? Everyone in it?
There's 6.
Okay, so it's a big one.
Yeah, it's good.
Just a few states. And who's the one? Who do we have to beat? That's always the big question.
Ron was a bit Canberra.
I'd love to beat Canberra.
You want Canberra, man?
I love beat Canberra,
Up the ladder. Who is the power sides?
I'd say usually it's Canberra and Queensland for the men.
Yeah. We're looking at Vic and WA, so there's a mix across the board.
And do you know, before this all gets going, how well they're going, the opposition? Do you study the op?
We've seen some team lists and they look pretty strong, but we also have a very strong team list. So
and they'll be looking at you.
I think so as well. So I think it'll be quite a strong competition.
Storm's a great name too, by the way. I love the outfits. They're absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
And that's the other thing too. People are jumping on board. Obviously, Pelligra have jumped on board. You've got a couple of other.
Yeah, we've got Valor on board as well, and we've got Scape who are supporting the whole league itself. So great sponsors and Physio Extra.
That's great. That's great.
They've been one of our biggest, keeping the old boys on the court. It's been very important.
Because it all gets around sponsors, television. It's so important. All that people don't worry too much. Won't read the shirt. And tell us, what is Pelligra? What are they? What do they do?
They're a building company.
Oh, they're builders.
Yeah.
Okay.
So construction company.
They've got a really big place going.
Flag.
Yeah, they've got a real big joint going up in the city, I think.
And a huge one at Mawson Lakes as well. I keep driving around it. So they're very successful here in South Australia as well. And I hope you guys are very successful for this exciting new league. I think it's fantastic. Oh, we've got to keep an eye on it.
We'll get you back.
Yeah, we've got to get them back for sure. So thanks very much for joining us, and all the very, very best.
Thanks for having us.
We'll be back after the break.